Who am I? Who am I? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. Who am I? You see how I took that moment of silence? I'm gonna take my time on this one. I'm gonna speak my mind on this one. I don't think I'm gonna be too kind on this one. I'm gonna remind on this one. You dig me? I'm that same kid right up the block. That same kid right up the block. You know, I don't like talking about that too much. I don't embrace that part of my life, but it's a part of me, it's who I am, so I guess I gotta talk about it. Yeah.
He's telling me about the 3 songs that he really liked.
Yeah, well, he said it's hands down my best work. Shout out to Distinguished Minds. You know what I'm saying? He said it's hands down my best work. I think it's hands down my best work. I feel like working with my producer over there, shout out to her. We took our time on the project.
But what makes you feel like it's your best work out of all of it, besides taking your time?
It's my most vulnerable project ever. Like, vulnerable. You gonna see. He's talking some shit on me.
Like your stuff?
Yeah, like a lot of it is. That's why the title is called "Who Am I?" It's like, you see on the graphic. You see me looking at the sky, shooting up, and I'm like sitting like this, and you see all these different like abandonment, love, hardship, and stuff all on the cover. So it's like, who am I? So I'm really getting vulnerable and explaining like the different layers and experiences of my life.
Yeah.
So some of the most hardest work that I had to let out ever. Like,
yeah. Well, that's when the best music is created, in my opinion.
But I feel like the production is better quality. The songwriting is higher quality. Pay attention more to detail. Like, I feel like this is my real debut of like introducing me.
Yeah.
I feel like the other 3 projects was like development projects. And then like now I feel like, who am I? Like, I feel like I found myself, my sound, my lane, and what I want to do with music and what I want to say.
So you're just gonna try to continue?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? Tour next year, starting March 5th, 2-week tour, 10 states in 14 days. Who am I? It's a rap dance tour. I don't think nobody out here doing rap dance tours. Rapping and dancing at the same time at the shows. So I'm bringing some whole new to the pot. Like, it's not even just the rapping. We bringing the dancing as well, some whole entertainment. Like Beyonce, the Princes, the James Browns, the Michael Jacksons, all the greats. Like, it's not just about being a lyricist to me no more. I want to be the greatest entertainer ever. Like, motherfucker had this, he was able to write songs, be an MC, then he came out doing all this professional. Like, he's on some other shit. It's a whole new wave.
Yeah.
And then rap dance tours, where you bring dancing on the same platform as the music and building it together. So it's like trying to create my own lane. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ever since I came out the portal, I've been immortal. But don't sweat the technique like Rakim, I'm him. Rah, sun god, nigga, it'll burn your skin. Allen Iverson above the rim. Bully rap is back, black hoodie and Tim. To how I approach that one?
Yeah.
Man, it sounds sad. Like when I heard it, it's a beat in the pocket to where you can really be vulnerable, where you can talk, to where the beat is actually making my message more powerful because of the way that he made the beat. It makes my voice pop more because when I'm really saying something, like I'm pouring my heart out. So it's like the beat it's one of them, like, you know what I mean, one of them like more soft and sad beats to where you can really express yourself. So when I heard the beat, it sometimes, like, with me, the beat will talk to me. Yeah. I won't even be like, I gotta do this type of record to this type. I'ma just let the beat talk to me. So like with that beat, I heard that and was just like, damn, like I just started pouring my heart out to it, just like connected to my heart when them saddened beat. So that's why. And then it's like, you know, it has that, but then it also has like a hard boom bap feel. So it's not too mellow where it's like, oh my god, this shit is gonna start getting boring. But then the drums and shit start coming in hella hard and shit like that. So where like you spazzing, but you being hella vulnerable. So that, I mean, that's what I heard from the music. Sometimes it's like the music talk to me. I feel like that.
What made you come up with it?
Discussions we have about sharing more, about talking about, like the whole concept of this was just a discussion. It was that at one point before this, a lot of his raps were directed towards other people, and it wasn't talking about him, and it wasn't his real feelings from his own life. So everything we made from this was about getting him to share how he feels. So that was kind of the idea for him. Anything I made was to be more open and give him space to say how he's feeling, whatever he's feeling.
I only ask because, like, in the movies, when you see, like, the Egyptian kings and queens or, like, slave movies, they have, like, this kind of sound, but they're, like, sad, but it's powerful at the same time. So that's why I ask, because that's what it means.
That's crazy you say that.
Wow.
That sample comes from a movie like that.
Which one?
I'm not saying which one, but that's
crazy
that you called that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell us the sample? I still don't even know what sample it is.
Because I have an idea of what movie it is, but like I just see the scene, but I can't come up with it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What you think, JT?
I think I'm not the music person,
but you know though, like
I know, like where
like my life, yeah, like you
I
know.
know where he's coming from because I've been through the same thing he's been through, so you know, I like it.
What you think, Tim?
I like it. Kind of know all the words already.
Alright, this next track is called Jimi Hendrix, and it's my most vulnerable track. With this record, I didn't even want to put it out. He made me put it out. I wrote the first verse and was like, I'm not putting this shit out. Oh, hell no. I'm too vulnerable on this shit. He was like, nah, that's what art is. You gotta, this might help save somebody else. Like, other people, this might help uplift somebody else. So, like, I'm not gonna give it away. I'm gonna just let y'all listen to it and then you let me know how you feel. But I feel like it's my most, it took a lot for me to, like, record that shit. But I'll let you play it. You play it and you let me know what you think. True inspiration, indeed.
My last name, slave name, white on, still same thing, same circumference, same range. Black coat with my rings on, and my Baphomet chain on. Jimmy dated a white woman, yeah, I'm dating a white woman. I'm about to marry a white woman. I've been with her for like 8 years. When I got conscious of self, it brought me into fucking tears. I've been struggling with inner self. I know I gotta conquer my fears. Her forefathers slave, my forefathers. I'm like, what the fuck? My forefathers are slaves. Her forefathers. I'm like, what the fuck? Enough's enough. My heart, I trust.
Explained it, like told my girlfriend at the time, like, let your mom know that I'm black, you know, before we really start dating. And then like mom's like, why the fuck are you telling me that? Like, why do I care? You know what I mean? It's like, there's that situation that, you know, it's like, you know, you're in a relationship, but I'd be like, oh, because you don't like a black person, like,
so you a cool or you sell it,
take the queen out of the hood and like this and that. It's like from my obligation, you know. It's like sometimes I love someone. I like it.
You love who you just so happens you love who you love. Yeah. It's not that, you know, we not disrespecting her. I'm not defying a black woman like that's the original. That's you know what I'm saying? Like all praises. But I can't judge a person like off of, you know, you love who you love. I can't. Who am I to tell somebody that, oh, you can't be with this person? Oh, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't. Or just because I'm supposed to, or I can't mess with you. You know what I mean? So like for a long time, I struggled with that because when I that's my wife right there. But yeah, like when we got together, I've been with her since I was 18, so we 8 years in. Yeah. And like so, me not knowing shit, like not being aware of anything or nothing. You just kind of like in the world, whatever. And then you get hit with some real shit, and you start discovering, you start learning and traveling. Oh shit! You know, you go through a little, but then you grow again, right? And then it sinks in, and then it's just like, you know, like with me personally, it comes from like with her, like she simply taught me like you can't judge one person for the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be like, fuck him because the fuck did he do to me? Like it wasn't him that did the shit. I can't be like, he probably the coolest but I preach, or vice versa. So like being in it like puts me in a, which, you know, the difference where you can kind of see so much like, oh shit, this shit is a little, so like, so like I was insecure to put that. I was like, man. Then I was like, man, I don't know what people gonna say. People finna prejudge me. They gonna be like, oh, you want them? You want them to sell out? He's like, nah, put that shit out. You gotta say that shit.
Yeah, you were right.
But you messing with it? You messing with it? Is it what you think?
Yeah, no, I'm in an interracial relationship too.
Oh shit!
They got the right engineers. Are probably like, oh,
yeah. And so it's interesting to me because I was trying to think, what other song can I think of that talks about the topic? And probably the closest thing I could think of is Raekwon doing Ice Cream, and that's not even talking about it in a real serious way. So to me, it's interesting to hear it and empowering in a way to hear it, because there's just not that representation. And when people aren't in an interracial relationship, sometimes it's harder for them to understand that there can be that kind of tension and that kind of being unsure of how is the other family going to feel and that kind of stuff. So that spoke to me.
Dear mentors, I hope you hear this letter. I hope one day we can make music together. Hey, this a letter to my mentors. A letter to my mentors, dear mentors, I hope you hear this letter. I hope one day we can make music together. Hey, this a letter to my mentors. This a letter to my mentors. Mothers, can't you see? Can't you see that it is hurting me? Women around the world, women, I honor y'all. Dear women, you gave birth to nations and mankind. But mankind is turned to pimpin'. They hearts is numb, they not listening. They can't feel no more, they in the trenches. A beautiful rose transformed into a tornado in the wilderness. Indeed, I can feel the breeze, I can feel the energy y'all get from the trees. I can feel the unconditional love with no fees.
Well, we both wrong here. Let's come to some type of medium and figure out how can we make this better. You know, like, I feel like, you know, like I said, the mothers are the first teachers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give birth to, like, that's just start from in here. So it's like, you know, you have a play and stuff, but you're not going to get the bash for it at the end of it. It's going to be the off top, even if he's a good, you know what I'm saying, good, you know what I mean? There's a little bit more sympathy, more for the, which is, you get it, but it's always two sides. And I've always been on the mom side, like, oh, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? Or growing up in a single home and all that shit, you know, but it's like, nah, well, what was his story? You know what I mean? Well, he's not, you know what I mean? Like, well, why did he? You just hearing what they say, and you just run with it. That's, you know, that's your mother, that's the women. We just gonna run with it. We not finna, not with moms. You know, moms can do some shit that'll crush you, but that's still moms. Like, it's a different type of, but what about high story? You don't really hear that, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, let me kind of talk about it, you know what I mean? Let me talk like this. You can't always be like, men ain't shit, or women ain't shit. No, we both ain't shit. We both gotta get our shit together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got sick of it, like, guys ain't shit, guys ain't. Like, well, that's true. A lot of guys aren't shit. There's a lot of women that ain't shit neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. It can't be double standards on both sides. Like, if we really want equality, this shit gotta be fair all around the board, on men and women part. So, yeah.
and a single dad that went through the system, I can feel that 100%. Even with the mom doing some foul shit, the dad is still the bad guy. So, yeah.
You like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? What about my you know what I'm saying? What about my side? Like, you know, so I feel like it's not a popular conversation amongst, because the way how, you know how shit is like.
This shit is precious to me. This shit is precious to me. I know you can see it, but I want you to believe. This shit is precious to me. This shit is precious, precious. Yeah, yeah. This shit is special, precious. Yeah, yeah. This shit is precious, precious. Yeah, yeah. This shit is special, precious. Music gave me stripes. Indeed. Music gave me life.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm about. Like if it's supposed to sound like a quote unquote R&B beat or a full bad beat or not, I'm gonna make it into like, you know, bring it to my world. Like saying like don't dumb your shit down is what I'm saying. I gotta make this type of record to make sure I get this type of. I gotta make this type of record. Make sure that you always stay true to the craft, to the art, to the music of what you're creating. Like don't dumb down your creativity of how you want to express yourself, because like well, shit, I want to be, you know, we all want to be on the radio. We all want to be number 10 on the charts and shit. But don't force this shit. Like don't like I gotta try to make this type of record, and because we can hear when it's forced. I know I can hear like when it's forced. Like I always say, like be true to your creativity in the music, and just, you know what I mean. If it's precious to you, so like music is precious, I'ma always make sure it's about the music first before no matter how it gotta be about the music. I mean that's how people become great anyway. You look at the top guys now, like they stay true to the music. They wasn't chasing like I'm gonna talk that, you know.
Peace, love, justice, and equality. 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 I got freedom of speech, and speech is freedom. We independent, so we don't need them. Peace, love, justice, and equality. Peace, love, justice, and equality. I got freedom of speech, speech is freedom. We independent, so we don't need them to practice our freedom. I hear and see cops everywhere. As soon as I turn my back, you gon' shoot me where I stand. When I look you in your face, you don't see me as a man.